Okay, please, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Beautiful. Hello, guys. You welcome to Sego Empire. This is one of the interesting discussions that we've been waiting for. Finally, our guest is here. You welcome, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
How is life treating you in the UK?
It's fine, oh, just hanging in here.
You have no idea how I missed you.
Ah, we day. What's up?
I'm around. I'm around. I'm around.
Okay,
My views are
I'm
on
happy
you.
to be here.
Yes, I'm so happy for you too. I know how it feels to, navigate through the ways. Finally, you are there. That is just like dream come true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so happy for you too. So, for the purpose of maybe the discussion we're going to have, I would like to ask you maybe for how long you have worked in Ghana before you relocated.
Approximately 7 years.
Wow, that's
Mm.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Now, so what really gave you the realization to relocate to the UK?
Um, well, a lesson is such that um, it's kind of a monotonous job. So when you do it for a period of time, you
Mm,
come to a time it gets to a time that you want something else, you want a thrill, you want something different. So
okay.
in everybody's life, you get to a point that you just want something more, and we all know that traveling abroad has become a thing for quite a long time. So it just gets to a point that you just want to move or do something better, either upgrade, go to school, travel outside. So you just get to a point in your career that you just want a change or progression, and then you choose the path you want. No,
Mm,
that's it.
wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm elated that you've gotten to that stage and you realize that you just need to move on to perhaps the international level to diversify your skills there.
Yeah.
So as a nurse in Ghana, in case you have decided to relocate to the UK, what would be the first thing you need to do?
So the process is quite simple and straightforward. Is
Okay.
it's just that what it takes to end one that can just delay the whole process.
Okay.
But if you want to travel
Mm,
outside Ghana
okay.
legally as a nurse,
Okay.
so the process is just about writing IELTS. So
Okay.
there are other ways people come to the UK, of course, but
No, I
if
want us to talk about the legal one because
but
I've come to realize that when you travel outside and you want to enjoy, the best thing to do is to have the proper documentation. So let's talk about the legal processes that you have adopted.
Okay, so so exactly. So what I have a little knowledge on is, and I can confidently talk about, is obviously how I came. So
Okay.
my process is um more about the IELTS route.
Okay.
So it's first of all, people people jump some of the stages. You don't necessarily have to do the IELTS first, but amongst the process, amongst all the stages, like the IELTS seems to be the most stubborn part that can
Mm,
actually drag the whole process. So
okay.
besides the IELTS is the searching for job part. So I would advise that you start from writing the IELTS.
Okay.
So with the IELTS specifically, you have to write the academic. As for a nurse, you have to write the academic. There is general and there's academic.
Okay.
So you have to write the academic, and in the academic also there's academic standard and there's academic UKVI.
Okay.
As a nurse, you can write either of them.
Okay.
It's both acceptable.
Okay.
So you just register. You either buy the books and study yourself or join a class and study.
Okay.
So I'm sure most of your audience know that, who are interested may already know that the IELTS comprises of like the reading, speaking, writing, and listening.
Exactly.
So for the nursing requirements in UK, you
Mm.
need to get a band of 7 at least,
Okay.
for reading and speaking
Mm.
and listening. For
Okay.
the writing,
Mm.
you can get at least 6.5. The
Okay.
rest you need
For the writing, only
for the
writing should be
writing.
6.5. Okay.
Yeah, only writing. The
Mm.
least band for writing is 6.5. The rest is 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you sit and any of the bands requiring 7, you get below that,
Mm.
you would have to write again.
Okay.
But if um there's a wavering for, if you write within 3 months. Yeah, I think 3 months,
Mm.
or is it 6 months? Yeah, and you get another 6.5 in any of the bands that require 7. You
Mm.
can pair them,
Okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, that's a different process altogether. That's if the institution going to employ you is happy for you to do that combining. But for me, I waited to get the whole 7 7, so I didn't do that joining thing. So I don't really know how it works, but I heard it works that way also.
Okay.
So
Mm.
when you
Mm.
get the requirements for the
Please,
IELTS and you
please,
pass,
please, I want to get something clear. Now,
all
you
right,
have spoken about the IELTS academic standard and IELTS academic UKVI.
yeah,
Now, as we have UKVI, and based on the little knowledge that I have about it, it seems that the UKVI is specifically meant for people who wants to work in the UK. Am I right?
yeah, they both work, but from the little I know, it seems the UKVI, you are able to use it for um even senior carer jobs or other things,
Okay.
other like professions.
Okay.
Other professions like do take it,
Okay.
but um for the nursing bits,
Mm.
they take either the standard or the UKVI. However, if you don't meet the standard, the band for a nurse, and you want to switch to enter as a senior carer, and you wrote UKVI, they will still accept you with it,
Okay.
but
Okay.
not for standard. Only if you are entering with a carer, the carer role. They
Okay.
don't. So what I understand is that they don't accept the standard. They accept only the UKVI.
Oh,
I may be wrong, because other institutions may be accepted, but from what I know, if you are entering as any other route besides a doctor or
mm,
a nurse, and you
mm.
want to enter as a carer, senior carer, it has to be the UKVI.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But if you are entering as a nurse or a doctor, you have to. you can either take the standard or the UKVI. Any of
Mm.
them is acceptable.
No, okay, okay. That's beautiful. So after you have been able to get the accepted band score, 6.5 minimum in writing, then 7 in all the other parts, what will be the next thing you need to do?
Okay, so for the nursing, um, there's another one. Okay, let's not forget that besides IELTS, there's also OET.
OET.
So
Okay.
you can choose to write OET also, but I wrote IELTS.
I'll be glad
So
if you can give us the full meaning of the OET.
let me quickly search.
Okay.
Um, so I think it means occupational English test. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
occupational English test.
Okay.
So with that one, the approach is a bit different. They also have theirs is a B. You have to get a minimum of a B and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, for theirs, yeah, I think it's just it's a different. I didn't take that, so I wouldn't really want to go into that since I didn't
Mm.
take that one. But there's
Okay.
that option to just to be aware.
Okay.
Um, so the next one you can do. So like I
Mm.
said, the process is you don't necessarily have to like go according to IELTS, this that. But there's a platform called um the NMC UK online. So
Okay.
you can choose you can register with them online.
Okay.
So UK NMC, you register with them just to start the process, and there's a fee you pay when you register with
Mm.
them. But it's best to register with them after you've had the score you need for the IELTS. Then after
Okay.
that, you know that like one of the key requirements is met.
Okay. Good.
then
Good.
then you can just continue.
Okay.
So you pay the fee for that. For the fee for that, things keep um increasing, isn't it? So by now, probably the prices have changed. So when you're registering, whatever that pops up there, then you just um pay with your card. Everything is done online.
Okay. So
So the
so
other
if
thing,
if I'm getting you clear, does it mean that after you were done with your IELTS, then you have registered with the UK thing you've just spoken about?
the NMC UK online. Yeah,
NMC UK online. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So just like in Ghana, we have the Nurses and Midwifery Council.
Okay.
Um, the the UK also have their way of identifying you as a nurse
Okay.
wherever you are. Like the way in Ghana, we have a pin that we are identified with.
Mm.
That is also a platform that they communicate with
Okay.
um, nursing like throughout the UK. So they are able to um, know your status in the country as a nurse through that platform. So when you register with them, then it's okay to now go to the next exam, which is the CBT exam.
Okay. But before you actually take us through the CBT routine, what are some of the things that the NMC UK will be expecting from you during the registration process?
Um, not not much actually. What it's like you are joining their platform, And
Okay.
in order to be able to meet their requirements, you need the IELTS, you
Okay.
need evidence to show that you passed the CBT,
Okay.
and then there is a medical form that you have to fill to just
Okay.
so someone um can confirm that, oh, you're medically fit.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and
Do
then
they?
there's
Mm.
it's a form. I mean, it just comes up stage by stage.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
you just take the ones that apply to you. It's
Mm.
quite when you are on the platform, it's easy to
Mm.
follow. But
Okay.
the bits that you require to fill in, that is why it is necessary for you to have them already ready,
Okay.
like prepared, like the IELTS and the CBT. So if you
Okay.
have it, you can just upload them on the page. Then it just
Okay.
automatically goes to the next stage. When you
Mm.
complete it, there's another fee that you pay. They will also
Mm.
do their search within Ghana to affirm that you're actually a qualified nurse in Ghana before
Oh,
they, yeah.
good. Good. I've understood you. So now we are done with the registration with the NMC. Now let's move to the CBT as you have begun a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Mhm.
So the CBT is also a computer-based test that is is done.
Okay.
It's nursing oriented. It's focused more on their knowing how the they do their things. It's not
Oh,
they also have it's a multiple choice questions.
okay.
So there are a lot of samples and there are a lot of platforms where they discuss their questions.
Mm.
It's more about how they also do their things here. So nursing, it it's it's generally the same, but it's just that different countries have slightly different approaches and the things they use to work.
Okay.
So after going through the questions,
Mhm.
someone would say that when you are doing CBT, just forget your just forget about Ghana nursing and put yourself in a different region altogether, because some of the things you see, that is not how in Ghana we practice.
Okay.
So because you know what you want, I mean, some of the things you know how you would have done it in Ghana, but you just have to read and visualize the way they do there so that it will be able to stick better.
Okay.
So you practice with that and write.
Mm.
And I think for that one, the registration is the way IELTS is with British Council.
Mm.
The CBT is with Pearson View. It's just around the same area. And
Piercing view.
then yeah, VUE.
Okay.
Then you register with them and write just a
Mm.
just a less than an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
About then when that is done, I
Mm.
think they will send you a text if
Okay.
you've passed or something. Then
Mm.
for mine, I think it was even instant. Yeah, the moment I came out, a few minutes, I think I was given the letter
Mm.
that is a pass. I mean, yeah, it's
Okay.
instant. I think before you get the results later, but now it's
Mm.
instant
Mm.
because it's multiple choice. It's easy to mark, isn't it? So you will know there and there. Then you just know that okay, now you have your two main tools, which is the IELTS and the CBT.
Mm. Okay.
Then
Mm.
after getting those two, you can upload them on the NMC online just to show that
Okay.
oh you are at this stage. The
Okay.
NMC on online requirement, it's only 100% completed when you've done the OSCE, which is the practical aspect of the whole exam.
Okay.
But after getting the two main ones that you will do in Ghana, which is
Mm.
the IELTS and CBT, you can essentially start looking for jobs. Though
Okay.
you just update you make sure your CV is updated and all that,
Mm.
and you have at least a year of experience.
Mm.
Other people will say 2 years or 3 years, but I've realized that a lot of people are coming with at least a year's experience.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people also lie in their CV, but if you want to just be okay, genuine,
Mm.
a year is not bad.
Okay.
Um, just for you to also not to look so lost in the system when you come. You need
Mm.
to gain at least some experience in Ghana before
Okay.
you you come. So you can actively start looking for jobs when you've got the requirements for the IELTS and the CBT.
Okay.
So searching for the jobs is the second challenging part.
Okay.
And now it's become so common, and people are like taking huge sums of money for that. So it's making you searching for the jobs yourself very taxing.
Okay.
But ideally you can go online. There's a platform called Track Jobs,
Track,
trac.jobs,
track
and
job.
most jobs, and then most of the nursing jobs are listed there with different hospitals and trusts.
Mm.
So when they are listed there, they do right. It's displayed there when their deadline is, when you should submit your CV and blah blah blah. Before doing all that, you need to make sure your IELTS and CBT is already ready.
Okay.
Um, some places, if you have the IELTS and you're about to do the CBT, if they really want you, they can give you time to go and write the CBT and come. Or if you explain to them, oh, you've written the IELTS, but you didn't get maybe seven in the
In
let's say
in the
reading, but
okay.
so you want to write again.
Mm.
If they really want you, they can wait for you. But
Okay.
it's best you have it ready that before you do the application, because they can't wait for you for long actually.
Mm. Mm.
And there are usually a lot of people on the list anyway. So if they downsize the applicants and you are not ready, of course they will take another person.
Okay.
So that platform has, besides that, there are other means that just googling and applying. There are other people have compiled hospitals that are recruiting, where you can also try during this process. In Ghana we do our things very secretive, especially when you are embarking on this journey.
Traveling to
But to be
that.
honest, you need a friend in the process. You
Okay.
need people who have also gone through the process,
Mm.
um to require some information from. So people have list of hospitals that are in demand for nurses, not just nurses, overseas nurses. Don't
Okay.
forget that it's not all the hospitals that are allowed to employ overseas.
Okay.
That is why there's that red listed country and all that. Even though
Mm.
Ghana is part, um, employment is still going on from Ghana. So
Okay.
don't I would say that, like, don't be sad about that. That, oh, you think Ghana, but people are still coming. So you still also try your luck.
Mm.
People are still
So,
coming regardless.
mm,
So
so based on what you have just indicated, that you need somebody along the process in terms of having access to the hospitals that are employing overseas nurses and all the staffs. Is there any possibility, or is it possible that already you have some of those emails that you can share with maybe me, so that I'll give to some of the nurses on the platform?
oh yeah, the I can forward the list to you.
Okay.
There's one that's circulating. A friend shared with me recently. I have lost them actually, but someone asked me, and I also asked a friend,
Okay.
and then they forwarded it to me.
Okay. We have it.
This
Mm,
so
mm.
I can forward it to you,
Okay.
but most of them, be ready to get refusals from most of them. But don't the thing is that you have to be so determined that you don't give up. You have to keep following up and applying. So
Okay. Okay.
and
That's
the
good.
track jobs too is the best platform. And the track jobs,
Okay.
when you are on it, you need to target the ones that have written overseas nurses, that they want overseas nurses, because they display there, but some of them want nurses within the UK already, not
Mm,
outside. So you
mm.
have to target the ones that the display of overseas nurses is
Overseas
there,
nurses. Okay. Okay.
or international nurses. Yeah.
Mm. Somebody is saying that he has written the IELTS as well as the CBT, but he can't get a job. What are his chances that, as Ghana has been listed among the red listed countries?
So, like I said, it's been listed a long time ago, but people are still going.
Okay.
So, you still have to you still have to apply, because it's just a few ones that are still employing internationally.
Okay.
And then these days, when the it became to um known that people are taking money for it, some people are downsizing their intake from Ghana and
Oh,
other places, Nigeria and other places. However, people are still employing, so you just have to keep applying. So, like I said, those two platforms are, and then there's nurses dot jobs, there's track jobs. So you just have to keep applying. And if you have a friend who is also overseas um practicing, you can liaise with them just to notify you in case their hospital starts employing from overseas, just to alert you so that you drop your application, or if they can get someone's email in the recruitment team for you. Some of the hospitals are more comfortable when you know someone within the hospital already, so they like referrals.
okay.
Others, others, others too. It doesn't matter, but others prioritize referrals. So that's why I said you always you need a friend. So you have to be secretive, but not to certain people. Those who you know you need their help, you have to be open to them that, oh, I'm doing this thing, I'm at this stage, so just in case, that's that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So after you are done searching for the jobs, and God being so good, you've gotten a job. And so if you have gotten a job, what are some of the documents that the employer in the UK will be giving to you?
Will be given to you the will
You the applicant in Ghana who has applied for the job in the UK. If
so
the
yeah so
Mhm,
essentially you're applying for a job. So the moment they reach back to you that
mhm.
you've been selected for an interview,
Okay,
so that's one green light, isn't it? One
okay,
So you prepare for the interview, and
mm,
hopefully you're waiting for a feedback.
okay,
When they give you the feedback that you have been taken,
okay,
the next thing is is for you to expect an offer letter. For
Okay.
some people, the offer letter follows right after the acceptance letter that you've passed the interview.
Okay.
So if they give you an offer letter, it stated the role you are being employed for, how much you'll be earning, your what is required of you, and all that, your responsibilities.
Mm.
And then you would have to now give write an acceptance letter back to them that you've accepted. If you've not accepted, you that hospital is obviously not the only hospital you've applied to. You may have applied to different hospitals and maybe had 3 interviews. But if you get the offer letter, you've not accepted, it's still hanging. They don't know whether you want it or not. So you would have
Okay.
to reply quickly and accept the offer that you
Okay.
want it. So it's
Okay.
after accepting that then the processes will follow.
Okay.
It's different with different
Okay.
trusts.
Trust. Okay.
Yeah, so some trusts will require you to do certain medical tests.
Okay.
Mm, so the BCG, other places, tuberculosis is for sure,
Okay.
but other places will take your yellow fever, BCG, the polio, yeah, and so that's that. And then there's something called MMR,
Okay.
um, that they will also require you to go and do. Yeah, if you don't have
So,
it already, you can just go and take
mm,
the shot and show them the evidence that you've done it.
okay. Are there any specific
It's
facility
a
or hospital in Ghana where you
it's a
need to go and do
mumps rubella test. Um,
MAMS? Okay. I'm asking if there is
mhm.
any particular hospital or facility in Ghana where you are mandated to go and take the TB test, or you can go to any hospital at all in Ghana and take it.
They have their own. I think the what's it called? The UK have their accepted um place they they require you to take it, and I think they will write it for you. I've actually
Okay.
forgotten the name of the place,
Okay.
but
Okay.
they write it for you to go and have it there.
Okay.
Mm,
Good. Thank you. Now, based on what I've been hearing on air, when the facility in UK they have given you the offer letter, the people normally talk about a certificate of sponsorship, and I don't know, does it mean that all companies that gives you the offer letter will give you the certificate of sponsorship saying that they are willing to sponsor you when you come to the UK, or it varies from a facility to facility?
so with the COS, which is the certificate of sponsorship,
Mm.
it's um I think it differs. If you're being employed from Ghana, definitely the institution would would give you a certificate of sponsorship.
Okay.
Um, institution wise, it differs. Some will give for a duration of 3 years, others will give for 5 years straight.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And
So,
yeah,
mm, so you are done with all these things. They've given you the COS, you've done your tests and everything. So after this stage, what do you need to do?
so with the institution again, they would in the offer letter you would know other things that comes with it, like accommodation wise. Other institution gives one 1 month accommodation with it, and others give 3 months free along with it before you find your feet, because the moment when you come in, you would now prepare for the OSCE exams. All right.
Okay.
So you need a place to stay. So they will
Okay.
offer you a place to stay.
Okay.
Others 1 month, others 3 months. Then you search for your own place.
Okay.
So yeah, after getting the OSCE, that's when the process is now completed, and then you get your PIN. You'll be issued your PIN as a UK nurse.
No, I was asking if you are in Ghana. They've given
Okay.
you the offer letter. They've given you the
Mm,
COS. You've done all those tests. What do you need to
yeah.
do after this
Oh,
stage?
so with the COS, that's what you apply for your visa with.
Okay. Okay.
You
Okay.
need
And
the COS to attach to your application
okay.
to show that
Okay.
okay you have. So you would present your offer letter. You present your COS
Mm,
with the requirements. You are you
mm,
are you are applying for the visa um to go not as a tourist, but to go as an employee of an institution.
okay.
So you attach all those documents.
Mm,
So you need the documents to show that it's actually this so and so giving you the employment, and
mm,
and so sponsoring you. So
mm,
before the COS comes, the Home Office in UK already knows that you have already done the background check and everything before
mm.
giving you the COS. So now applying for the visa, it's not that difficult. So far, I've not heard anyone with a COS who has been refused before the
Okay.
visa. So you will definitely be given. So you pay for the application fee and then either attach the documents online or present it over there to be scanned.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
and then basically that's it. Yeah.
So, during this process before submitting the visa, do you need any document or any form of introduction from the Ghana Health Service or maybe Ministry of Health saying maybe you are leaving, you need this document from them to be able to attach it to what you are having to be able to apply for the visa, or you can do all these things underground whilst they will not even know that something is happening.
What I know is that before the CBT, before you're able to write the CBT exam,
Mm,
the they have this checks they do with NMC. So
mm,
they um I think those who are really affected with those checks are those who do the diploma nursing in Ghana. I
okay.
think because because of the I'm not sure whether it's related to the allowance they are given or something, but they
Mm,
are bonded to work for a
okay.
period of time.
Mm,
Yeah, so because they are bonded, when they've not served their whole period and they want
mm,
to leave the country, they are
mm.
required to either pay it off before they
Okay.
go,
Mm,
or um, there's something that they call clearance. They have to
okay.
clear them that
Mm,
they are not owing the country
oh,
anything or NMC
mm,
anything. So
oh,
that is what um, yeah, it
okay.
became really tough getting the clearance done. So there was a
Mm,
lot of pressure around uh, surrounding it, but
okay.
I didn't go through that process. So
Okay. Okay.
but indeed they do checks with Ghana NMC to know whether one you are actually a nurse with the registered nurse in Ghana, and also
Mm,
if you don't have any criminal record. And also don't forget you do a criminal check. The NMC online will also
mm.
require you to put evidence to show that you don't have any criminal
Check
record in.
records. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So now you've applied for your visa. You've gotten your visa. I know basically the next stage will be to buy your plane ticket and leave, right?
Mm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when you get to the UK, if you land in the UK, what will be the first thing you need to do?
So before that, again, institution-wise,
Mm,
other institution will make you buy your own air ticket,
okay.
and then so the accommodation and air tickets and all, even the IEL, the money you used to write the IELs and the CBT and everything.
Mm.
Some institution will refund it to you when you get to the UK,
Wow,
and
beautiful.
then others will just will others will say they will give you the offer, but you would have to fund your things, your
Okay.
own things. But
Mm.
I think majority do the refund for you.
Oh.
So you
Mm.
just have to like check with your institution if they
Mm.
fund. So when you get to the UK, definitely is an institution inviting you to come. So they would have communicated with you,
Mm.
um and they will make for me a taxi came to meet me in the airport.
Oh, okay.
So a taxi will come and meet you, and then when
Mm.
you get to your hospital, there's a residence that you'll be living for the meantime, isn't it? So they're able to
Okay.
make arrangements for someone to meet you,
Mm.
usually also an international nurse, so that you feel comfortable and you're able to vibe with the
Mm.
person
It's
on the
fine. Okay.
same level.
Mm.
Yeah, so someone will come and meet you. For if you have relatives, they can also come and meet you. So
Mm.
you can arrange with the your employer whether or
Mm.
your family will come. And my family was there waiting, but we just spent a little time, and then I went
Mm.
over.
Mm.
So there will definitely be someone waiting for you. You won't be left stranded at the airport. Someone will come and
Okay.
meet you to take you to the hospital
Mm.
and then make you comfortable. Then maybe the next working day you'll be shown around and all that.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, do you need any form of exam again when you get to the UK?
So the only exam you write again is the OSCE,
The
which is the
OSCE.
practical aspect of the exam.
Okay.
Mm, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine.
So they
Now,
will train you themselves. The
oh,
hospital will take you through the training themselves
mm,
and register you with
mm,
their own money. And
oh,
then
okay.
they will give you the dates you'll be going to write. They will
Okay.
drive you there themselves to go and write.
Mm, mm,
I don't know whether it's different with other institutions, but
mm.
that's what I know. Yeah.
Okay. So after the exam, then they begin maybe assigning you to facilities to begin giving out treatment and all those things, or you still be maybe
Before,
given an opportunity to understudy somebody.
oh, okay. So before you would even enter, or just when you have entered, you would know which which ward you'll be working in.
Mm,
Usually, even in the interview, they will ask you where you would want to even
mm,
work,
okay.
because there's medicine, there's surgery, there's neonatal, there's cardio. Maybe in Ghana you were in an endoscopy unit, so you want
Mm,
if you would want to continue there, or you were on a medical ward and you want to continue there. That's where you're comfortable in. Or you
mm,
want a change, you don't mind going to a surgical ward. So you
mm,
can let them know that you don't mind. So you would know which area you are
mm,
going to work in. And
mm,
then whilst you are doing the training, you'll be allowed on the ward, but
mm,
not left on your own. You
mm,
will be
mm.
shadowing someone. So they will call
Okay.
it shadowing. So you will be
Mm,
working alongside
mm,
a nurse there
okay.
already who has their pin to
Mm,
practice. So you
mm,
help around, and yet you would be. shadowing the nurse
Mm,
so that you know the bits and pieces when your pin after you've written the exam and you have your pin.
mm,
Even after that, you are allowed to, if you are not confident yet, you are allowed to
mm,
still say that you are not yet confident. So you would like to
mm.
still work under someone for a few weeks, then you are
Okay.
left on your own.
Mm, okay.
Because of the
Now,
legal aspects here, you want to be
mm.
really sure of what you are doing before you are left on your
Okay.
own.
Okay. Now, based on the experiences that you have had in Ghana and what you are experiencing in the UK, how will you compare the working environment in Ghana to that of the UK?
So in your own country, you have that's where you practice and everything. So
Mm,
language wise and expressing yourself and how you relate to people,
mm,
it just comes easily because
okay.
all your clinical um works were done in the same countries, and that's where you're from. So it's a
Mm,
bit easy going and in Ghana.
okay.
Patients wise, like the patients in UK, maybe everywhere.
Mm,
It depends on the ward. Like there's
mm,
there's a lot of demand, and there's always something that is um is present to be done.
mm,
Even though the patients to nurse um proportion is smaller as compared to Ghana, the things that are there waiting for you to do,
mm,
you are still overwhelmed. So the work is really stressful, and it's not 6 or 7 hours like in Ghana. It's 12 hours, so it's it's a bit draining and
mm.
demanding. So by the time you would have closed yourself, you will feel that yes, there's a difference. There's a big difference. But
Okay.
then again, yeah, you come to learn a lot.
Okay.
The things they use, it's a
Mm,
bit maybe it's different. It's
mm,
similar but a bit different. Some things are more advanced. There's more things to monitor. So
mm,
in some aspects, it's easier to work here, but you are required on your feet like
mm.
majority of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. One of the things that many consider as the basis of their relocation is, the money.
Mm-hmm.
So, in terms of the money, how lucrative is it?
Um, money wise, I keep saying that it's the money wise. It's just the location.
Okay.
Um, let's say in Ghana, you are being paid 1,800, and
Mm,
you are being paid 1,800 Ghana cedis, and
mm,
in UK, you are being paid 1,800 pounds.
okay.
The only difference is the currency.
Okay.
It is the same money, but the
Mm,
difference is the currency.
mm,
So because pounds is obviously more than
mm,
Ghana cedis,
mm,
if you are in Ghana, you will see that money to be a lot, isn't it?
okay.
But it's just the economic and the environment
Mm,
difference.
okay.
So the difference is just the currency, really.
Mm,
So we only see the money to be a lot because when we change it to Ghana cedis, it becomes plenty. But when you're in UK, you are now buying your food in the same pounds. You are paying
mm,
your rent in that same pound. So
mm,
the little you would save when you change it to Ghana cedis,
mm,
you would see it to be better than it is better than
mm.
what you are earning in Ghana. The little you would save is like your whole salary in Ghana. You get it?
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
so that is why it's, even though the work is more stressful here, you would still want to come because there are
Sorry.
things you want to do, and then the money is better than in your country. If it was the same, if the money was that good or equivalent to what is being paid in Ghana, I'm sure
Mm,
nobody would have wanted to come.
to come.
So it's just the difference in the currency, but
Mm,
work is definitely more stressful here.
okay.
Mm.
So, is there any possibility that somebody could relocate as a nurse from Ghana to UK, and at the end of the day, the person will regret for making that decision?
People do, yeah.
Mm,
Like I think everybody is different,
okay.
and people come here like mainly for different reasons. There are people who are relocating not even for themselves, but they are relocating because of their children,
Okay.
because of the better opportunities that it will bring to their children. But if it was just
Mm,
for them, they've reached a point and in their lives, like in the rank they are, even in their jobs, it's
mm,
more respectable than where they are coming to start from over here.
mm,
So if it was left for only them, they would even just stay back
mm,
home. But for the sake of their children, because there's the advantage of you bringing your dependents over, which
okay.
is your child and your spouse, they
Okay.
would want to embark on the journey.
Mm,
However, there's there's still the race card is everywhere.
mm,
Emotionally, you are withdrawn from a lot of things.
mm,
In Ghana, we have our friends, language wise.
mm,
You are able to, vibe with people on a lot of levels. But
mm,
over here, you don't really know whether the person is even being real with you, or it's like
mm,
at one point one person is smiling with you, and at another point you feel as if they are gossiping about you, or so you are just not comfortable. You don't know what is
mm,
going on.
mm, mm,
And seriously, there's you need to be really confident, and you need to stand up for yourself, and you need to be
mm,
assertive. If you are so timid and you
mm,
take everything to heart, you
mm,
will not be happy,
mm.
because
Okay.
yeah, you would people get homesick and people get really emotionally
Mm,
drained, and they want to come back home. And other people feel they are not happy because, well, what they are earning is not even, it's not worth their it's not worth what they are sacrificing their happiness for, because it's very
okay.
lonely if you don't have any friends and all that. But
Mm,
of course people do regret and come back home, but it depends on what you want.
mm. So, is there, this one is just one of those questions.
Hmm.
Is there any possibility that somebody who is not married in Ghana can relocate to the UK as a nurse, and find a soulmate there? Because there are a lot of guys on the page who are possibly thinking that when they relocate, they will find their wives or whatsoever. There.
Oh yeah, the you can find your partner here.
Mm,
It's just that you have to go out, just like in Ghana. And
mm,
um, the thing is that you see more of the whites than
oh,
your own color.
okay.
So you just have to take advantage of places where you meet your own. That is if it matters to you. But if
Okay.
it doesn't matter, you want to find a partner of any other race. That one day they are there. It's just that the
Oh,
way we approach ladies is a bit different over here. So
oh, okay.
you just have to steady and know when to move. But people do find their partners here. It is not
Mm,
it is not as social wise, it's not as free going as the way we do our things in Ghana. So you just
mm,
have to be careful so that someone
mm,
doesn't read what you want. Um
mm,
but people do say it's difficult to find a partner in the outside. So if you're already dating in Ghana, you just hold on to it.
No, you see, you've touched on something that I like so much. You said the way we approach ladies or women in Ghana is different. What is the difference in these two scenarios?
I really don't know how to explain it though. But well, the place is busy. It's like you are busy with work because you need
Mm,
the job. You need
mm,
the job to pay your bills.
mm,
Unlike in Ghana, whether if you are if you can choose to if you stay home for
mm.
5 days, so far as you have a sick leave, you stay home for 5 days, your salary will still come the same, isn't it? But
Exactly.
over here, if you can call in sick at any time. You
Okay.
can call in sick. No, nobody will ask you that by force bring a sick
Mm,
leave like the way in Ghana.
mm,
It's the first day you are sick, you have to bring a sick leave. For
mm,
over here, unless you actually need more than a week off before
okay.
you are required to bring a sick leave. But if you are extremely tired, you feel
Mm,
like you don't want to work the next day, you are
mm,
not emotionally okay, or you
mm,
can just call in sick and it's fine. They'll find a replacement for you.
mm.
But
Okay.
in Ghana, they'll easily accept that because yeah, you won't be paid for it, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But in Ghana, it can't be accepted because at the end of the month, it's the same salary they will give you. But over
Mm,
here, they are paying you strictly by the hour. You
okay.
are actually on
Mm,
the field, so you can't. You are when you're at work, you are busy. The people you are seeing, you can't really socialize because you are working. So,
mm,
and then when you come back home, you are tired. So, what time do you actually take to socialize?
mm,
Unless you actually make a deliberate act to go to pubs, to clubs, or
mm,
maybe church, a social event. But yeah, most of the time you are tired. So,
mm.
unless people who are really active to go
Okay.
to these places before you can meet people.
Mm, okay.
Mm,
Thank
or
you.
maybe you
Now,
can be lucky and meet someone at your workplace too.
that's beautiful. Now,
It's well.
before we take leave of you, what would be your advice to nurses or anybody on this platform who is watching or who will possibly watch later, who has the desire to relocate? What will be your final advice to such a person?
Keep trying. Don't give up.
Okay. Okay.
Keep trying.
Okay.
Whatever it is, however difficult it is
Mm,
overseas, whether UK or US or
mm,
Canada,
mm.
it is still better than Ghana.
Oh,
So
okay.
just keep trying. If not for yourself, for your children.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, my
You're
friend.
welcome.
Hey, I'm so elated and thank you so much for taking us through the processes that we need to follow to be able to relocate to the UK. And if I've never been so thankful to you, thank you so much for all the assistance that you've given to me back in Ghana. I'm so grateful. You are one of the best people I met on this relocation journey, and you remain to be one of the best. Thank you so much. God bless you. Eh? I'll catch you up at the second side. We'll meet on the other side, okay? Okay, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for making time with me on today's discussion. Hopefully, we'll meet possibly today or tomorrow to continue with our discussions. Enjoy the rest of your evening or your afternoon. Please share the video. Let other people have access to it. Let people, there is somebody who is so crazy about relocating to Ghana, sorry, to the UK, but he or she doesn't even know what steps, what processes to even follow to accomplish that dream. Share the video for people to have access to it, guys. I'm so grateful. Bye bye.